Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today we are going to send ESP32 data to Firebase real-time database. For the testing purpose, I am using the random number generator. And I have already made a video on sending data to Firebase. But due to some technical issues, the fingerprint for the ESP8266 to connect to the Firebase database is getting expired. And in this video, we will resolve all the issues and which is more even simple. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. As I have said, I am sending random numbers with a rand of 0 to 100 and a 5 field. The values get updated every 10 seconds. You can also send sensor value data to the field. To send the random number, first we connect the ESP32 to the system. This is the Arduino code for the ESP32 module. We have initialized the Wi-Fi library. Along with that, we initialize the Firebase ESP client.h library. These are the two libraries. Then we set float for random number 1 till random number 5, since we are sending 5 random numbers to the Firebase. After that, we include the add-ons token. The add-ons token will ease the sending of data to Firebase. After that, we initialize the SSID and password. Then, we include the API key. To get the API key, go to the Firebase console, then click on Project Settings. And on the project settings, we can see the Web API key. Just copy the API key and paste it under the ESP code as I have done. Then we initialize the database URL. To get the database URL, go to the same dashboard and click on copy reference URL from the dashboard. Then we have the user email and user password. For that, just go to the same console and click on authentication. After that, we just add a user with the email ID and password. Click on sign in method and make the status to be enabled. Then go to rules. Set the read and write values to true. In that way, you can send the data. After that, we have Firebase DB, Firebase authentication and Firebase console parameters. After that, I have provided unsigned long to send previous millis to 0. And we enter the void setup. We just begin serial to 115200 and we begin the Wi-Fi with SSID and password. And we will set connecting under a millisecond of 300. Then we connect to the Wi-Fi and print the IP address. We configure the API key. Then we authenticate the user email, user password and database URL. Once we have configured everything, we just configure the totem status callback. Then we set the reconnection network to true. After that, we just need a buffer size of 4096 and the response size of 2046. Then we begin the Firebase console with the configuration and authentication. Once we have done that, we will set the double values to 5. If the configuration timeout is too long, we just need to send a value, which is 10 seconds. Then we enter the void loop. Inside the void loop, we just send the data under a time of 10 seconds. Until the Firebase is ready, we will send the previous millis to 1 second and the send data millis to 0. Here I have populated the 5 random numbers with a rand of 100. You can just edit. If you need a random number or a 3-digit number, you just need to enter 1000. If you need a 4-digit, you can just enter 10,000. Then we serial print the number and we set float with RTB until you get a value. We will set a float of number /1 to get a string onto the Firebase data console. After we send, we will just print OK. Then we go to tools, select the board. Here I am using ESP32 Brewer module. Then we select the COM port. We upload the code. After the successful upload of the code to ESP32, when we open the Firebase real-time database, we can see the random data which was sent by ESP32. This is how we can send the data to Firebase console. In the upcoming videos, we will send sensor values to Firebase console and retrieve it using an Android app. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.